Hey, 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 party people! How's it going? How's it going? How is it going? How is it going? Yeah! Alright, we are going to be very excited for this weekend coming up. Alright, welcome everyone! Every nyan. Today is Thursday. And on this gilded Thursday, you have come to see Rachna Roka, the cafe owner from Beyond the Stars. Today I'm sipping on some blood orange rooibos herbal tea blend. It has like a nice kind of like Negroni flavor, like the cocktail. It's an acquired taste, but I really love it. It's one of my nice like kind of go-to cocktails. Sometimes it comes out not so good, but I like the taste, so it always sticks with me. But this week has been kind of quick. There was at some points where I thought I was gonna go on forever, but to be honest, like everyone just kept on like monopolizing my time at work. So it was hard to get anything done. So everything just kind of flew on by as if it just never happened. It's pretty wild stuff, but I guess that's what makes it a little bit fun, a little bit more exciting. But it is a quite an interesting sort of experience where you can kind of just sort of like be able to feel like a day is going on forever, a week is going on forever, and then Thursday shows up. Today went by pretty quickly. I To pass the time, sometimes I put on video, sometimes I put on music. Today I tried out a movie. It was a 1983 vampire film called The Hunger. It was it was a very odd movie. It kind of had me for a bit up until like maybe the midpoint, but like it's some very interesting vampire movie where like David Bowie and like some lady are like vampires and like they're trying to get like Susan Sarandon's attention because she's like some like rapidly she's like a doctor that helps cure aging, but the thing is that David Bowie fucks up so much because he starts getting old, and he's really upset about being old. So the lady just kind of puts him in like a box, and along with like her other lovers who like she promised would stay like young with her, but it's clearly just her staying young and everyone else getting old. So she ends up starting something with Susan Sarandon, and like along the way ends up finding out that things aren't as they seem because what's it called, there is a bit of an entanglement between everybody. It's very crazy and hectic. It's a lot of fun. It's very esoteric and weird, but it's my kind of bag, so it was my kind of speed. All right. Oh yeah, Fire Emblem Heroes. I spent way too much time on that this week because there was a an Easter event, and it was something where I'd spent so much time on it because I had not realized that they announced Ash as a playable character in this. I was like, oh shit, that's like my husbando from like Three Houses. It was like one one like kind of like oil based like one that was inspired by Versace Eros. And I'm like, oh, Versace Eros. my monologue. I am going to be able to shift over to the video game. We're gonna shift over. Just gotta have this minimized. We're gonna get Katamari Damacy reroll going. We're at the tail end of it. We're almost finished with it. It's gonna be really exciting because I didn't expect to be over this soon. So we got like a brand spanking new game like coming up right after this if things go well enough. And the audio's all good. Everything's like hearable and everything. I was gonna be a bit worried because I think the last time I played this game, like I played a level that just completely drowned everything out. Right. Oh, oops. There we go. Alright, we are almost done with this. Ooh, it's a bit slow. Let's see, we got a star 9 and we got Virgo's groove. The slurps, that's good. Sign Banu. Have you ever been to Mongolia? We were there yesterday. We hope you can visit during the day's rolling. Like that's possible. Oh yes, almost forgot. Oh yes. A royal present for your cousins on the space mushroom. That's what we were thinking, but then we dropped it on Earth. We got you a new one, so the one on Earth is yours. Must be around somewhere, so roll it up while you're at it. Gotta send positive vibes to Earth. Today you'll be rolling around the world. The Katamari should be about a smooth 30 meters. We believe you could do that in 20 minutes Earth time. But any longer, and I can't be expected to wait. We look forward to your nice Katamari, unachieving prince. Man, still rude after all of this time. Ah, smack that dude in the face. Woo! It's like a nice thud. Dude was taken out. Stop. Oh, you gotta roll the bananas. Yes. Little. God, some of these are really chunky. Geta. Let's see. God, it's so loud. Come on, let me get a pineapple. Shit. Shiba-da-da. Boots. Some squash. Got some apples. Ooh, a monster apple. Come on. Let me get through. There we go. We got some pineapples finally. Some pineapples. Wide. Shiba-da-ba. Roll up a beach ball. Come on, you got some almost. Ooh, I can't roll this up. Why did you get scared then if I can't roll you up? Usually you get freaked out if you're too big and it's scary. But like, you could have totally did that. Ooh, a trophy. Oh no! I'm sorry, little guys. Oh, poor bulldog. I'm sorry. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. I thought the penguins made the chicken noise. I was about to be unsettled. Like, when did penguins make this noise in real life? We got a wooden box. There we go. You to get out of my life. Shibbity bada, beeba doo boo, ba da ba. Beeba da ba. Let the penguin going like, ah! We got a crow. Oh, I see a ton of cats up there. I need to be able to avoid them. I always get really sad when I roll with the cats. I'm like, oh no. A rocking horse, another penguin. A boy! Oh no. Yeah, people are... Now there's like actual casualties. Where like, all of the laughs that could have been had from this are now gone. Be like... This went from being a fun little collect-a-thon to like an actual like disaster. Like this is what Beyonce was talking about in Telephone. When it was like, I should have left my phone at home because this disaster is happening right now. People are being rolled up. Well, I guess maybe if somebody had a telephone, like at least you'd be able to find like some like sort of like Godzilla kind of army, like hidden army to kind of just be like, we need to like contain the ball. We need to contain the alien ball so that the Prince of all Cosmos doesn't like wipe out the entirety of like Tokyo or New York City. Whomstever is a victim of Godzilla or Gojira's wrath. Ba ba da ba. Ooh, cows. Oh no. Ah. Ski-ba-doop-boop. Ski-ba-da-ba-da. Oh no, the echoes. That's freaking horrific. Man. Ooh. Your Katamari is big as a lot of sidewalkers. 3 meters. Still just a baby. Oh man. Bob Ross, I'm sorry. Busker. Well, I guess he's like a performance artist. Ooh, boats! I can roll over the boats. This is gonna make me a lot larger. Alright. There we go, we got fences. Now we're really gonna be able to like take over this place. The city's ours. Whoop. Whoop. Ba-da, ski ba-da ba. Alright, roll over all of the Tower of People. Why is it like hopping? The human tower like had a little like jolt. Oh, I gotta roll over the machines, yeah. It's gonna make me big. Man, I can't wait for the point where it gets so big that it's like scary. Where like every time you roll over something, it's like the chapter of Chainsaw Man where they just list like all of these human casualties. Be like, okay, from A to Z, like who is being like just like brutally like taken down by this like Just entity. I was like, at what point do I mention the chapter and like, oh no, the police, I gotta roll you over. Yeah. God, it's still firing at me. Man, that was like an alarm. Like a supersonic, automatic, robotic, funky fresh. Whoop, there we go. We got this. Get out of my life. Oh man, I stopped the robbery. There was like a dude with like a little satchel. Dude stealing from... Whoop, shit! Ooh, fell over. It was from a residence. But there's people camping out. They're just watching the robber on top of their house. Just being like, oh man, it's like Santa Claus. Except like, he's wearing like a striped sweater and like a beanie. Or maybe it's like a relative who likes to dress up that way and is like, oh hey, like, what's it called? You wanna scale the top of the roof? I'm like this close to rolling up the trees. This game won't let me just yet. Get the lion statues. Yeah. Oh man, the lion fountain, that's good. Now the trees. Now I know what true power feels like. Whoa! The game just was like, no, that's more than enough. 12 meters, still in diapers. I could watch this Katamari do a little diaper play on DeviantArt. Man, in 2005 there would be like some weird like Katamari diaper play thing. Keep on rolling, 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 rolling. I was like desperately trying not to sing the song. I was like, I can't make people suffer through like the awful like Fred Durst impression. Like, tempting fate, yes, but no, I mustn't. Restraint is very important. Ooh, ox. Oh no, my ox are falling. Was that a Limp Bizkit song? Yeah. That was like the one where it was the rolling one, the keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? Move in, the move out, hands up and hands down. Back up, tell me what you're gonna do now. It was so whiny. New metal was pretty rough. Man, at this point it's just screaming. It's houses. This is rough. This is gruesome. I'm glad this story is ending soon, because I would have been really sad to keep on rolling through things and just hear like just casualties. Oh shit! Y'all knew the rolling part, nothing else. I feel like you're probably a much more like happier person, like having not listened to the whole thing. Be like hearing this like white dude with like a like kind of like hat just tipped over, like on the side like Bart Simpson, like grabbing his crotch and dancing. Like having not known that would probably be like a much better place. Man, the game's gotten so, like, the ball's gotten so big that now it's just like, you need to, like, venture out. Yeah. I feel like nu metal was just always a really rough genre. Just something where anytime you listen to it, it was just white guys that were like, "Rah, I hate everything about you. This animal I have become. Ba 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 bum." Like, I was just thinking about it recently, and I was like, there's been a lot of documentaries on, like, Woodstock 99. It was like, that was a really just low point in music. Oh, what a nice Katamari. Aggressive, yet good-natured. Oh, just like me. But we'd love to have a much bigger, nicer Katamari. We'll leave you to work then. But yeah. It's something where, like, you watch documentaries, I guess documentaries nowadays just because, like, we're so far away from 1999, but it's just that thing where you hear, like, about, like, what happens with, like, just a lot of really angry people that start, like, internalizing what they hear and, like, stuff like Limp Bizkit or Kid Rock, and they start just, like, being really terrible to each other. And be like, this music tells me to get angry at people, so I need to be angry at everyone around me. Or, like, start breaking and destroying shit. God, this is rough. This is like the Chainsaw Man chapter. Just like... Toshio Katakawa, 32. Tatsuya Yamada, 60. Yumiko Sawatari, like, 29. And you're just seeing, it's like, I need to see all this. I needed, like, I could have been in that barn, or the Marian thing, or this factory. Or I could have been all those swordfish. God, I can't even, like, roll this anymore. I'm just about to get, like, just be slapped by, like, Ultraman here. What? Let's see. Let's see what I can do. The Ultraman with the big thing, just swinging his lizard around. Be like, I feel like I'm being personally, like, attacked by this Ultraman. I'm sorry, Hara residents. This is also for a greater cause. The stars in the sky will not be complete without the Shimizu residents. Or the Noguchi residents. God, I am really being, like, smacked around by this dude. Man. Come on, come on. What the heck is this school on this mountain? Oh god, I'm getting clipped into, like, the bridge. I need to roll over this thing. The screams are so unnerving. They thought it would be funny and cute, but it's actually scary. Whoever's building got, like, transplanted onto that, like, school. You have been spared. Yeah, the suspension bridge is gone now, like... It really just feels a little sad when you just start hearing the screams and you're like... It goes from... I guess as you start to roll over the buildings, you start to hear people like... They're like assimilating into this big ball to be burned up into the sky, and then like you're just hearing these like the building, and it's like I feel like it takes away like a lot of the joy that could be had from this to be like this is like a fun little thing, and then suddenly like There's like this apartment building full of people that like just went from being spared to not being spared. Oh shit.
What?
Oh jeez. Comcast is catcalling me, so I'm like getting like buzzes all over my phone. Come on, go over there. I feel like some of these places are like out of reach. I don't even recognize some of this. Some of it sounds like laughing too, like maniacal laughing. Like legitimately like Jujutsu Kaisen, like kind of like Sukuna just like having like a fucking like laugh about like Itadori's suffering kind of laughter. Come on, let me get up this mountain. Ooh, the Loch Ness Monster. Ooh, Renee's me. I'm sorry, Renee's me. I rolled up Renee's me. I was always a huge fan of the just the absurdity of just like the fact that like they were like, oh yeah, name is I'm sorry. Sorry about the screams. I know it's really rough. We're almost done with this game. We're only like a few levels short. Is Ultraman going to assimilate? Fly Jumbo Man. Maybe now I can roll this guy over. Shits. Now there's like two options here. I don't remember if he said 30 or 60. But like, if it was 60, I love how you get a little scuba mask when you're in the water, yeah. Oh yeah. The Prince of All Cosmos is just really adorable and like just really like, as you're kind of in the water, you have this little scuba gear, and then when you're out, you just don't. And then once you're back in the water, you get back into the scuba gear. Just diving in. I was hoping to get to 60, but I don't see that being a realistic possibility with everybody on my case. Whoop. That might grate a bit. Whoop. There we go. We swoosh over there. Nah, I can't do the big top. Alright, let's end in the water so I have the cute little scuba gear. Hydrate. Alrighty, stop what you're doing. We have plans to get together with your cousins, so we'll go to space now. Royal Rainbow! We're moved to tears by the size of this thing, that's what she said. This is incredible! Happy, happy, so happy. We want to turn it into a star right now. You did that fast. You did that go awfully fast. That was fantastic. So speedy, so smart. It'll be like a shooting star, like boom. The thing you collected the most was... My, Earth is really full of things. We'll release it into the sky. Green. Ecological. I think this might be a cutscene. Called off! Called off! Look, isn't Dad running this way? Dad! There's no launch today.
Oh no! After all this time, we came to see your launch.
Well, the moon's disappeared.
My word, it's really gone. Let me see, let me see.
How are there moon phase? How are you able to survive without the moon? There are no nights. Alright. Oh, I'm glad I can do some good acting on the side. Because make the North Star, make Virgo, make the moon. We're gonna be doing Virgo's groove. Alright. What is it? It's lacking a certain something. It is a royal present. No, that's not it. Oh yes, I get it. Prettiness. The sky is not pretty at all. It's rough and masculine, possibly sweaty. What we want is pure girlish prettiness. There should be loads of maidens like those on Earth. We will not have a maidenless Earth. Man, King of all cosmos, confirmed not into Bara. Oh, be still, my heart. The Earth is full of maidens, pretty maidens. It's so creepy. It is another lucky day for the prince. For you are maidenless. These days don't come off quite a while. Roll up as many as you can. And what? I've been kicked down the stairs! What a jerk! For a beautiful constellation, for a super fab pretty sky. Most Earth maidens are easily bored. So you only have 11 minutes. We look forward to it, frisky prince. God, the king is so sassy and dirty this time. He got it in over his head because he's like, oh boy, like, nobody online is gonna judge me because I cleared Elden Ring. The prince didn't. I found my maid. But you, prince, are maidenless. It's like, I thought we avoided this once 2023 hit. But nah, the DLC came along, and now we still have to talk about maidenless people and, like, what is it called? Buttholes. The, okay, so it's flowers. By maidens, he actually meant flowers, or maybe pretty things. Oh no, it's those little dolls. The kicking down the stairs. I hope these little girls don't count. That's so disturbing. Just rolling over Precious. Doing what Monique had commanded me to do and roll over Precious. Be like, it's Oscar season. I need to avenge Monique by rolling over Precious. It's such a cool emoji. I love this, like, cat with glasses. The most specific joke, the one about the Oscar season. Be like, I still need to see that Everything Everywhere All at Once thing, because I heard that was supposed to be really good. I watched the Banshees one, and that was pretty decent. I'm sorry, whomstever's party I just crashed. I need to get out of here. A wedding cake. This was a wedding. I disturbed a wedding. This is like Gundam 00, just like me just going through a wedding, just like, whoops, finger slipped. This is also a very hyper-specific joke for, like, the 5 people in the... I guess for as many people in the audience that have watched through Gundam 00. And remember, like, the Revengeance, when that lady, like, became a Gundam pilot specifically to be like, I'm going to get that lady that, like, crashed my wedding and took out my family. It was the weirdest thing, too. 00 is an odd one. How many cakes did they have? Like 5. That was a lot of people to feed. Something tells me that they probably spent more on cake than the actual guest list. So they're gonna have plenty left over. Man. ACAB applies for the police officers that are trying to shoot at the Katamari. Stopping a Katamari with violence. How dare you? Man, that one fell in the water. Like a wedding day with a Katamari here. Oh no, it's the, what's it called? It's like a Katamari on your wedding day. And another hyper-specific joke. God, there's a lot of police officers out in this maidenless area. God, stop! Cut it out! Cut it out, damn it! It tickles! It definitely applies. And then there's this school outing. I don't know what... Why are there cameras here? Some of these are staged alright, and then some of these are like, what was the person that made this thinking? I think we're still in Japan. I feel like in the last level we were supposed to be in Mongolia, but they had Japanese font on everything. So my best assumption is that they just keep BSing me. And they say they're throwing me down to different parts of the world. But like everywhere just happens to have like all of these signs and election posters for like Japanese politicians. Man. Be like rolling over like... Was I rolling over a campaign stop? Man, that would have been fucking wild if, like, a Katamari was what got Abe. Just, like, news of, like, instead of just footage of, like, just, like, this, like, smoky, like, crowd thing, it was just, like, footage of a giant ball just rolling over this, like, campaign stop. Bamboo broom. A buoy. Girl. Some are just like... This is the weird thing about Katamari Damacy, where like some of the girls have actual names. Like it'll be like, one is Kumiko like Sumire. You wrecked the annual physical. You're saying that as if that's a good Why is this... That's not a cop car. Why is there an undercover cop shooting out of the roof? Like... There's something fundamentally wrong with this city. Wherever we may be. One of our presents. I knew it. You found it. Yes, you did. Be sure to keep it in the Katamari. I won't make any promises. How many more events do I have to ruin? This is a photo shoot of something. That group photo was a bust. Why are you reveling in their suffering? Like, ooh, that was a wedding trash. Someone call HBO, because Game of Thrones is about to go back on air. Ooh, looks like that school photo is all gone. Goodbye. You like... I was like this close to like trying to sing like Virgo's groove for the Virgo part, but I'm like, I need to show restraint. There's some things I need. Someone call TLC. 4 weddings is cancelled. Someone call Hugh Grant. Because this isn't the 4th wedding, this is the funeral. What event is this now? Oh, the King of All Cosmos isn't celebrating that. It's like, you ruined that event. I was looking forward to seeing it on TV, little shit! That was the dog relay race. I love the puppy bull. It's the only thing I watched during the Super Bowl, and you ruined it, Prince. Man, there's a lot of officers protecting what I assume is just a wrestling, like, ring. You ruined a wrestling match. Someone call Vince McMahon and Shawn Michaels. That was the real Montreal screwjob. Man. Ooh, a motorcycle. Someone call Colin Farrell. The phone booths are gone. I need to stop. Hey, I'm glad I finally rolled over the officer that was just firing indiscriminately from atop of a civilian vehicle. That dude was a danger. A super danger. Oh, thank you, Rock. Thank you, Amana. I think I've rolled over just about every event. So... this town now has, like, barely anything going on. I don't know any movies with Ghost Town. But if I did, you better believe I would have a joke. Just had to re-roll over that joke. Oh. Oh, be still, my heart. We must hurry or the maidens will be bored. Quickly, quickly. We'll take the rainbow back before the cops catch us. We smell it. We smell what the Rock is cooking, especially since we rolled him over. This is the scent of maidens everywhere. That's gross. It fills the cosmic space. Of course there's 168 of them. One shy, how pathetic. Wonderful. The sky will be much prettier. But of course, we will still be far prettier. I'm a pretty bitch. Just as Little B said. Alright, we'll just release it into the sky. I can be the one that takes you there. Ooh. I feel it. I feel the cosmos. It's Virgo's groove. Now I can listen to this song for 7 minutes. I love Virgo's groove. I'm like, I will listen to it for all 7 minutes and love it. I will listen to it for as long as, like, its prog rock length goes. It is the length of a... Pink Floyd album, but I still love it. Okay, so we have like 2 more things. I guess the North Star and the moon. So let's try that. The North Star, the moon. Yeah. For some reason, I don't feel comfortable at all. Is it because our royal presence is missing? No, that's not it. Oh, that's it. We get it. There's no center. There's no belly button. I watched Amagami SS. I know a thing or two about belly buttons. It's the best part of a person. There's nothing solid in the center of the sky. That's why it's unstable, off-kiltered, undignified, and preposterous. Just like your outfit, Prince. Oh, we remember it. It's the North Star. Who knows why? But let's make it exactly 10 meters. The closer it is to 10 meters, the brighter the North Star will be. But there's a catch. Maybe 2. How big the Katamari is to start with, nobody knows. But we'll show you what 10 meters looks like. Ready? 3, 2, 1. 10 meters. Very simple, very simple. When you think your Katamari is 10 meters, summon us with the X button. Much is expected of you, Prince of Diffidence. Ooh, this is a toughie. How big is everything? This is actually a really tricky challenge. Let's see, 10 meters. So if 30 meters was big enough to get like a building in, maybe on estimate, it had to be an exact size, yeah. The king of all cosmos is really thinking about a lot of size. A bit of a size queen in these regards. He's like, 10 meters. 10 meters is all I can fit. Any more and I'll be uncomfortable. Any smaller, I'll be disappointed. Let's see. Not somebody that was like tending to a store and was just holding down the fort. Come on, go on through. I feel like the watermelons might be a trap. Because that might be the instance where like, they're like, now you're getting way too high. That was way too like 10 minutes. 10 millimeters. 10 meters. Come on, get through. There's no time limit. Just to limit my patience. No, I need to re-roll up that officer. He's gonna keep on like trying to fire at the Katamari. Like a douche. Come on, get back in. Ah, fuck. Oh, batter. Roll up this baseball game. Not them having like an actual bench warmer and be like, oh, these were the players that deserve to be rolled up. And it's like, oh no. Don't be that mean. Yeah. Those baseball players didn't find their blue lock in time. They were like... You like, no, as baseball. Like, yes, you could make the J League, but you're not making the World Series, are you? Ego would be really disappointed. He'd be like, yeah, you made the wild card, you made the All-Star game, but we need to get some people in the World Series, my friend. We have never had a player that made it to the World Series. Man. I wonder if, like, what's his name? Like, I think was the... Shohei, I think? He's the guy that's on, I think the Cardinals or something. People love him. He's, like, the new, like, kind of hotness. I wonder if Shohei had to go through, like, a blue lock thing. Ichiro Suzuki probably definitely did. Be like, in the 90s, there was a blue lock for, like, baseball, where he had to step on somebody's throat. I feel like I'm out of reach. I think I should probably stop here. But part of me wants to keep going. Like, oh, it's a baseball. I love that one JoJo game where, like, instead of, like, I guess when Darby the Gambler was, like, going up against Jotaro, and they had to play a baseball game called, like, oh, it's a baseball. Okay, now I should definitely try to throw in the towel on this. We're not certain. We are not at all sure. Now really. This is really not it at all. What's this? You rushed it. This is 12 meters. Life in a way too fast lane. We'll just manage to turn it into a star. But it'll make a puny North Star at best. Come a little closer next time. Just release it to the sky. I thought it was 10 meters. This is 12. I at least got over. I feel it. I feel the cosmos. The North Star is finally back. I'll never be lost again. Just wait until you're, like, sleeping alone with your thoughts. It's always, like, at, like, 11 p.m. when you feel the most lost, and you're just kind of, like, in bed, like, fuck, man. What am I doing? Mew. I think we're near, like, the last big one. The moon. We're going to be making the moon. Because when you take the moon... Esperanto. Maybe we'll invent a cosmic Esperanto. Oh yes, almost forgot. Oh yes. A royal present for the hard-working prince. But we felt bashful about handing it to you, so we left it on Earth for you to pick up. You may roll it while you're making the moon. Today you'll be rolling around the world. It should be about a smooth 300 meters. You can do it in 25 minutes. But any longer, and even the Prince of all Cosmos can't be expected to wait. We look forward to your nice Katamari, Callow Prince. You already used Callow. Unoriginal. Man. That was like a fun real Akuma voice that like cow did when I passed by him. We're just like a... I used to feel so guilty when I watched like the real Akuma show just because like he just seemed so inconvenienced all the time and just had this really sad growl of just like... Oh, jeez. Man, watch where you're going. I'm walking it. I'm walking it. Alright. Ah, man, the theme song. This is like at the end of like an anime when like they start playing the theme song as like it starts kicking in and like the final battle's about to start. And you're trying to summon like the power of like your friends to be able to like keep your spirit alive. Gotta get these watermelon. It's almost watermelon season, I think. Yeah, I think with spring, like, watermelon season should be coming at least within the next couple months. Long boy. Oh fuck. I've gotten to the point where I'm rolling people. Man, there was like one season where like every watermelon I caught was just like this is very much a pun-based program. There will be all kinds of corny puns. As many 41 convenience stores. I mean, I feel like that's kind of a lie because there's a pachinko parlor over here. It's usually as big as your average convenience store. But like that's a convenience store right over here. But like this is still a wee baby. Little babu ball. Man, I love this guy on like all wheels, like he's in like Twisted Metal. The playful punk who's just like gonna like have turrets on his back. Oh man, this guy's holding up a building. That's pretty impressive. Alright, now we're actually building something. We're cooking with fire. Now we're rolling over lampposts and stuff. That's pretty good. This is progress. More cops to roll over. That's something. I see a banner over here I would really love to have on hands. One I'm not able to roll over. Damn it. Darn it. Oh man, Florida Man was riding on top of that gator. Oh, tuna. There we go. Ooh, I'm finally getting a gator. Come on, roll over. Or a crocodile. Big difference. Remember, people, you're probably going to want to encounter an alligator in the wild and not a crocodile, because crocodiles are the very deadly ones. Man, I feel like I'm doing like a tour guide. I'm at like a safari ride, or like at Animal Kingdom, just like, to your left are alligators, remember. Try not to boop an alligator on the nose. And especially don't do it to a crocodile. We closed down the park early because the fireworks disturbed the animals. A businessman, an American guy. And he's fat. Loud mama, an American guy. Man, that's rude. Not the American guy just being like morbidly obese. Or to like pass by the where I rolled up the American guy and there's just gunfire automatically. Like, it feels just like home. Ooh, a giraffe. Man, Takeru Amano, R.I.P. He was a popular folk singer in the 70s, and now he's about to be assimilated into the moon. He had a really wonderful album in like the early 70s, but then by 79 he started doing disco. And then by the 80s he had like a weird like kind of like ultra pop phase. But he didn't deserve to become assimilated with the moon. The giant watermelon. Yes. There's a wild bear in the midst. Part of me has like a deep fear of losing. I'm like, I know I have like 20 minutes to get my life together. But what if I don't? That's the scary part. It's like time management is always so tricky when you try to focus on the small things, because then when you try to focus on the bigger things, then you start to get a little bit unsettled that things are so like, ah! What fell? You have to kind of go with the flow, or you start like freaking out and panicking about the possibility of like not being in the right place at the right time. Like when it comes to like the opportunities you have, whether it be rolling up at Katamari or just kind of like trying to keep a steady schedule. I was planning on doing Tuesdays, but then I'd come to realize like, oh man, the game is crapping out. I'm like, it's getting big enough to the point where the game's like, good luck running this, dude. But yeah. I was gonna expand to Tuesdays, but I feel like I need more time. Like, I need to be able to have like all my assets ready to go if I'm gonna give everyone a very good, solid experience. You know, if I want to have like multiple days and multiple times, I want to be able to be like, what's it called? All fleshed out, have like a nice overlay, have some emotes. Get that affiliate status in. I still got a ways to go. That's not a bad thing. Starting out small, expanding. If it works out so well for those like people that like are like, what's it called? If it works out so well for like myself, then sorry, I was gonna make like an inflation joke because I was talking about steadily growing, but then I stopped committing to the bit. It's like that part in like Jack Harlow's like First Class when he like begrudgingly approaches the pineapple line and he's like, man, I really have to finish this thought, but like I really have to talk about what pineapple does to dudes. As Claire, oh, I see a gift. Give me the gift. It's mine.
It's mine.
Oh, fuck. I dropped it. I feel like the Witch of the Waste. The whole,
It's mine. Oh, it's mine. Oh, what a pretty fire.
Yeah, now it's like you're starting to hear the screams once again. I thought after I got through the war I would stop hearing them, but they're still here. God. That's ghastly. In like any typical like manga, like if this was like a Bleach arc, like you'd be hearing these and like, alright, I just exterminated the Hollow, but now the Hollow has to hear the screams of like everybody it's eaten before it's like whisked away into like the bad place. It's like just being haunted by the screams of the people that you've tormented in the past. I feel like you've probably led a very horrible life if, like, that's the kind of thing that greets you. Just like, why did you do this? Do. Come on, get on up. And then again the Chainsaw Man chapter of hearing like Kumiko Yamada 39, Tatsuro Sanada 17. Oh no, the prince looks so sad while he's like on the edge. He's like, oh no, I'm losing balance. Oil tank, smokestack. Still just a bud. Still just a toddler. Oh man, sports arenas. I'm sorry for this towering Kokeshi event. I've sabotaged the Kokeshi event, and now there will no longer be any of this. Oh hey, the giant octopus is takeable. Man, I'll have enough takoyaki to feed like this, to feed the moon. Alright. We're making our way. Making our way downtown. Walking fast. Rolling faster. Don't look back. Ba 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 ba. Alright, we're in the hundreds. And this is like some weird, like, almost kind of like, don't want to say ASMR because it's like, it's not like the popping bubbles thing, but I guess it's kind of satisfying to sort of start just accumulating so much that you end up just sort of like rolling into like just giant like masses of things. You're just like, huh. These airports. Airport terminal. These buildings. This Ferris wheel doesn't want to go. Ooh. That sounds like Courage a little bit. Ooh. Ooh, 169. The things I do for love, and then the things is like rolling up like objects. Man, I'm moonwalking. Marine Jumbo, man. Let's see. I feel like We Love Katamari is gonna be really awesome because that's the point where like you start being able to roll up landmarks and cousins, and you see like the little cousin that's in like the, what's it called? It's inside of like Mount Fuji. It's really cute. Not an elementary school. I'm sorry, little one. Like Thanos just like going through like all of these like just places, and it's like all of this just for like the moon. I'd rather the king just not get drunk and blow up the moon than the king to just blow up the moon and then blow up more people. 200 meters, still just a preschooler. Man, you're hard to please, king. Oh god, I'm in the shrimp building. The eel building. We have some nice, like, unagi dome in this building. Pitch shards. Brine building. I can roll over this one. Just let me up. There we go. Not even the Ferris wheel. They're like, nope, no go. Go, Joe. Joe, go. Every other Jujutsu Kaisen character that, like, sounds like Gojo. Phonetically. The Kennedy Space Center. Only attain heaven by rolling over Cape Canaveral. Jolene Cujo. This Katamari will be your end. I have not only obtained Sea Moon, but I have also obtained Made in Heaven through this Katamari. Once you are rolled up and assimilated into the moon, we will be able to rebuild a new timeline. Your existence in the Joestar bloodline will be no more, Jolene Cujo. Oh, what a nice Katamari. So pleasant. So dreamy. But we would love to have a much bigger, more spectacular Katamari. We'll leave it to your work then. Sorry, I got super into like the Netflix Poochie voice. Just because it's such a fun, like, oh man, the screen's like fading out and is like fading out of consciousness. You're like, ooh, the prince is a little exhausticated from all of this. Rolling over Pigeon Town. At this point, it's like, instead of rolling over buildings, you're now rolling over like Pokemon landmarks. Which reminds me, I should probably see if I could get, like, Pokemon Masters up to see if I can, like, maybe get some of those new dudes. No, maybe not. I think that... I'm so big. I'm so tubbo. Oh man, I rolled over a big rainbow. A tower, sea cucumber, all of these islands. Now it's gotten to the point where I'm rolling over like these weird, like, kind of like Shinto deities or Oni. I'm rolling over like Tengu and Oni. The entirety of Natsume's Book of Friends is just going to assimilate into the cosmos. Tsunami Islands, oil tank. Man, there's a lot of places considered Tsunami Island, Cuttlefish Island. At this point, like, the creators were like, you're only going to be seeing this for one level, so don't get too, like, nitpicky. Jeez, This is a long level, and I already met my goal. So, for 6 minutes, what do y'all want to talk about? How about that, what's it called? That, award season, huh? Man, the Grammys were kind of a crapshoot. Like, not a single, like, best, like, album of the year thing for, like, Renaissance. Just mediocrity with the, what's it called? The Harry Styles album. All of the different puns were, like, they were desperately trying to get, like, any instance of the song About Damn Time just had, like, the people in the whoever commentated was like, it's about damn time for commercials. It's about damn time for this Lizzo performance. It's about damn time for the nominees of something that she might have been involved with. It's about damn time for this show to end. Oh man, not like the heavens like smiling upon me. A little cherub sing. I'm like Bruno. Like, I'm just being whisked away by the cherubs. Cherubs. I think it's cherubs. Like the little like kind of angels with like angel babies with the big butts. It's not letting me like yeet myself any further. So I just have to keep rolling like in a circle. In a circle motion. Circle for me. Oh, that's just stroke. There's no. Oh, there we go. And circle down. That's the song I'm thinking of.
If you think I'm talking, I don't care with walking. Time for me to circle down. If you feel like talking, I'm okay with walking. Time for me to circle down.
There we go. Perfectamundo. Man, I have to kind of vet what I feel like playing next, because, like, I could keep playing Stardew Valley. Part of me is like, I should, like, alternate between that and, like, some other stuff. But I also really want to play Ace Attorney. I think what's it called? The prequel one, like, the Great Ace Attorney. I ended up snagging that at some point, and it just looked really fun. I was like, oh shit, this is, like, at a reasonable price. Satisfactory. I could use this. So yeah, I think next time around, that might be the direction I go in. What's it called? This Lonely Sea. There's some islands that have been spared and such, but Anchor Island definitely didn't. Nagisa Island didn't. Another apocalypse that a Nagisa wasn't able to outlive. Except in that one, I guess he wanted Shinji to kind of squeeze him. He was like,
oh my plan didn't quite outgo as I intended. Go on, Shinji. Crush me in your hands with your robot hand.
It's like, I don't have to. We could always just kind of like, just put you down, and now that you've like kind of given up, we could like shack up together. He's like, no, that will not do. I need to be a sacrifice. That shall suffice, after all. Man. I saw some blasphemy recently where someone was like, the original Kaworu was bad, and I'm like, the original Kaworu's the best. You guys are just uncultured. Being like, I like the new guy, or I like the semi-new guy, and it's like, The semi-new guy just sounded like the happiness bunny. Come on. Come on, folks. Nagisa Island again.
This island is delicate, like glass. That is, this island is. Yes, and it is worthy of my empathy. Because this is the Netflix rewrite. I just kind of like you. You are okay to me. You are marginally alright. You are decent. You're just kind of okay. You're acceptable.
Alright, no, vibration needs to be off.
Eeha!
It is floating, but it is not a dream. I did not used to read Word Up magazine, or Salt and Pepper, or have Heavy D up in the limousine. 869 meters. How supple this silhouette, this substantial heft, this big packing bulge, this mellifluous mood, and the rising tide of familial love. We are moved. Oh, so fast. What is with that speed? We can't handle it. We must split. If we do not split, we'll drop dead. And here, a royal present. A mask that looks like me. Maybe then you'll be half the man I am. Guess what? Guess what it is? It's a prettier mug than yours. And when it gets this big, this hard, it's hard to tell what you have the most of. My Earth has a lot of different things. We'll release the moon into the sky, finally. The tides are gonna stop going nuts.
Not good.
We are exhausted. The sky is done. The sky is complete. Whew, we are tired. Rolling a Katamari is very hard. Right, Prince? Wasn't it hard? Wasn't it? Well, it was hard for us as well. To watch it from the cosmos was very hard. So boring. Half asleep we are. We can finally go home. Finally sleep in bed. Today will be a party day, especially since the prince is finally 2 centimeters taller. We must celebrate. Mother! Mama! We need cake. Prince of Luigi. Prince of Osama. Prince of Oki. Oh man, he's going wild. Damn, if anybody's like on any drugs at the moment or on any edibles, you're in for a good time. And if you're not, why aren't you? But if you're not, that's fine too. Man, what happened to Earth? Oh no, this is just space. Sorry for all these burps. Yes! Total objects collected. This many. Dream On challenge.
Dream on!
Oh man, now we're rolling over countries. The Federated States of Micronesia. Solomon Islands. The Philippines, Vietnam. North Korea,